Oh, baby. It is time for my Jedi Master Luke uh, challenges. Was it 4, 5, 6, and a little bit of testing in TB and the event today. Here is my Luke. I got him all health. I actually have a potency cross on him because most of my health crosses are either shitty or are on, well, maybe not more important, certainly not more important, but very important tunes. So I will be farming for that. Here is whatever. I don't even know what tier this is. I think I deleted the video for tier 4 because who wants to watch me do the same thing 3 times over? Almost exact same thing. So here it's Hux and SLKR and Faust, and then you see everybody or all the other. I get Anakin and Rey and Ben, I guess. It's an interesting choice, considering it's not really how it is in the movie, but I get the symbology, symbolism of Anakin from the beginning, Obi-Wan, Luke, and Rey all together. So I do kind of like that. And of course, everyone's maybe not favorite, but one of the better moments in the movie. See you around, kid. Alright, so that is tier 5. I think. Yeah, I think that's tier 5. So tier 6 is coming up. You get a nice little badge. You get a title from tier 4 also, but I deleted that video again, like I said. Alright, so here we go. Tier 6, going for that Zeta mat. Oh yeah, I forgot Yoda was in there too. Can't see him down there. Alright, so this is interesting. Pay attention here when you get to tier 7. It's only SLKR, so it looks like a really unfair fight, right? But watch what happens. Alright, so they'll do that. No biggie. Yoda, I'm going to do JKA, and then Yoda dies. And then I'm going to go JKA's turn, and then JKA dies. And then I'm going to do Old Ben's turn, and then Old Ben dies. And then JTR, oh, she misses, and then she dies. Luckily, it is still very, very easy. But if you are not prepared, not geared, not reliced, not modded properly, which you should be, because you need a lot of those relics in order to even be able to participate in this, just make sure you have full 6Es. I wouldn't say you'd be in trouble, but you might make it a little bit harder for yourself. So, yep, here's that same cutscene that we just saw about 35 seconds ago. See you around, kid. And we have our first ultimate mat. So I'm probably going to use Luke's ultimate mats on Palp and then use Palps for Luke's because it's just easier. This is a test in Arena. This was actually my first test with this. I actually have done subsequent tests, same composition, that have actually gone much better. So change up the turn order a little bit. I've honestly found that one of the easiest things to do, the easiest way to win, is just keep protection on Luke. Because it's stupid. Like, I'm doing all these DPS attacks when it's actually far more beneficial to just keep healing Luke, either with Yoda or calling him as an assist like that, rather than doing all this DPS here and calling the 2 DPSers, Luke and Gas. It's actually just much easier to just call Luke because he does plenty of damage on his own. You keep protection up on him and he keeps his taunt. So I've actually had much, much cleaner wins with this same comp against this same comp than you are actually seeing right now. I mean, look, Luke, or rather, I should say, Rey with ultimate can beat just about anything on offense. This Luke comp is not nearly as good on defense, especially if you have Rey. It does seem to beat SLKR. One of the better SLKRs on my shard could not beat me with this team set up. And you'll see why. I mean, look how quickly this match goes. So, yeah, without Luke's ultimate, I mean, I sincerely doubt he would still be able to hold up against Rey ultimate. You never know. We'll find out. But certainly on offense, it is a great comp. I mean, look how quickly that went. All right, so this is in the Separatist event today. I put it on full auto because this is tier 2. There was no way I was going to be able to full auto tier 3 and win. And I also did not feel like burning the battery on my phone doing a 45-minute long frustrating battle for tier 3. It's actually it can work. You just have to get everything right, and the majority of that revolves around timing your Grandmaster Yoda's AoE, using the event special that adds buffs, and then using Yoda to spread buffs. That also, of course, requires that nobody has buff block on, which they so often do. And they're timing the Yoda AoE for especially when you're facing B2s like this with all that bonus protection, because when you spread that around, it is delicious, unlike spreading around herpes, which is decidedly not delicious. Quite the opposite, in fact. But if you want to do it this way, you definitely can. It's still going to take you a fucking hour. But yeah, you definitely, I mean, look, if you go back to one of my other videos, way back when that tier 3 first came out, I beat it without Jedi Master Luke, obviously. So there are probably honestly easier ways to beat tier 3 the challenge than this one. This is fun, obviously, because you're testing out a new character and seeing the potential. Someone in my arena shard said that it's kind of like the old GK meta on steroids, and they're not totally wrong. It kind of is similar. If you are not going up against it with a GL, if you don't get the shit kicked out of you, you could very easily end up timing out against it. I mean, my shard mates cannot beat this with SLKR, and I don't even have the ultimate, obviously. So, yeah, even with this on double time speed, it still takes a good long while, and this is only tier 2. So, pretty happy with the kit. I really haven't messed around with C at all, because I have just been focusing on JML because he is the easier of the two. So eventually, once I get the 10 ultimate mats, obviously I'll switch over to C. Probably won't do a whole lot of testing between now and then. Maybe if I'm bored. But I want to mess around with JML for a while, see if there are better comps, what the best comp is. But I genuinely think that he's the best with just a bunch of healers, honestly. You just need one DPS and a bunch of heals to keep protection up on him so he keeps that taunt. Of course, if you're facing certain teams that ignore taunt, that's going to render that inert. But, yeah, considering he is a tank and his kit is based around health and protection, he does a lot of damage. I think comparatively he does more damage than Rey does without her whirlwind. Because obviously the whirlwind is devastating with Rey, but I think just base damage, Luke does a lot more by comparison. So I was honestly dreading. I mean, if you watch my channel, you know that I've been saying for the better part of a year and a half more, oh, I really hope we don't get Old Fart Luke. Old Fart Luke is going to be so underwhelming. I think I think I am okay admitting that I was wrong. I think I am okay admitting that I was wrong because, and this is where he really makes a huge difference, is in TB. Now, sure, you could easily 4 out of 4 a lot of these things with Revan, Jedi Knight Luke, and Gas all on a team together. That's one of the easiest ways to 4 out of 4 something. But Luke, or Jedi Master Luke, now gives you a third viable Jedi tank. I mean, there are more Jedi tanks. I just don't think that they're very good. Kanan Jarrus is a tank, not that good. What's her face? Cat Lady from Old Republic. She's a tank. Ugh, excuse me. She's a tank. Terrible. Juhani, that's her name. So the only 2 tanks before Jedi Master Luke are Old Ben and General Kenobi. And for the most part, you're going to be using General Kenobi with a Padme team, or at least a Galactic Republic Jedi team. And for Old Ben, you're probably going to use him with CLS if you're running CLS, unless you're running CLS with both 3POs and no tank, which is a little bit risky. Doable, but a little bit risky. And not for nothing, Old Ben is a great tank with his AoE turn meter removal and ability block, but look at Jedi Master Luke. And putting aside the fact that he's a galactic legendary as opposed to, a normal character. But yeah, he very well could be not, again, I've said this before, not the difference maker in light side TB, but certainly a difference maker. More than just in the GP bloat, let's be real, because it's a really good character. So this setup, Jedi Knight Luke, Jedi Master Luke, Jolee, Hermit Yoda, and Revan, is built around what I said before, just keeping protection up on Luke so that he is always taunting. And then you have really just the DPS of Jedi Knight Luke on top of Jedi Master Luke, who has some DPS of his own. I got Revan in here for Savior and for Focus to get around taunts. Jolee, Hermit Yoda, just healing. Assist calling, healing. Easy 4 out of 4. And this is in, what's today? We're in phase 3, right? So, yeah, there you go. So, of course, if I find any more good comps with Luke, I will be sure to share them and make more testing videos. And then eventually I will get over to working on C. And on that note, I will see you guys later.